Hello everybody, my name is Rugi and this will be the latest episode of Arknights for Beginners. I didn't touch this series for a long time due to other commitments and some topics which I was supposed to cover has been done by other great content creators. The objective of this video is about keeping in mind about important tips. As title indicates, these 10 tips are useful for beginners and for veterans as well, just like me. Of course, there are content creators like Uikaze and Yi who cover the most. I will be repeating their points, but basically our aim is the same. We welcome new players to play Arknights. Yes, Arknights community is very friendly. To prove so, I'm calling upon veterans. Please comment down below if I miss out any useful tips, because basically it's too many for me to summarize with. For new players, you can comment on your first gacha post at either this video or the one I made last year. Before we move on, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll keep you entertained by my videos, so stay tuned. Now, let's head back to the list. Arknights is a tower defense game which relies on gacha mechanism to recruit characters, or as we call, operators. So you need them to fend off enemies. Each operator has their own different background story, and some of them has their own dedicated side story event as well. If you're not familiar with the definition of tower defense game, let me explain for you. According to Wikipedia, tower defense or TD is a subgenre of strategy games where the goal is to defend a player's territories or possessions by obstructing the enemy attackers or by stopping enemies from reaching the axis, usually achieved by placing defensive structures on or along their path of attack. In other words, you see enemies approaching your house, so you deploy some tools, machine gun, etc. to defend your house. The example of TD games are Blue TD series, Plants vs Zombies, and Flash game, Desktop TD. Arknights is not the usual TD game as compared to other TD games. Aside from gacha mechanism, you need to upgrade your operators before deploying them in games. Also, unlike most other TD games, most operators have a specific direction to attack. In every stage, the currency is called as deployment point or DP, and each operator has different DP value. You need at least a fixed amount of required DP to deploy an operator, so they will defend against waves of enemies. There are two types of gacha system in Arknights, which are headhunting banners and recruitment, while the main currency to spend on gacha are orange drums and original prime. Currently, Arknights provides 4 types of banners, which are newbie headhunting banner, standard headhunting banner, limited headhunting banner, and joint operation banner. There are 6 levels of rarities for operators, ranging from 1 star to 6 stars. From headhunting banners, however, you can only get operators with rarities from 3 star to 6 stars. If you are just getting started with the game, you are recommended to go for newbie headhunting banner. The cost is 3,800 orange drums instead of the usual 6,000, and you are guaranteed to recruit at least 1 5-star operator and 1 6-star operator, which is the highest rarity possible. Reroll or not is up to you, depending on the operators you get, and I covered it on one of my videos. Standard headhunting banner is where you will have a higher chance to recruit operators with highest rarity as indicated within a banner, with subject to change. Of course, sometimes you might get other operators, or like I say, an off-banner operator. There are 2 types of standard banner as well. One is regular banner and another is event banner. How PT rate works? This is a good question, especially who wants to get over with salty gacha games like FGO and Genshin Impact. First of all, the probability of a 3, 4, 5 or 6-star operator is 40%, 50%, 8% and 2% respectively. For the first 10 attempts on a new banner, you are guaranteed to get a 5-star operator, or if you are lucky enough, a 6-star operator. But if you have not obtained any 6-star operators after 50 rolls, the odds of getting 6-star operator will be increased by 2% for each subsequent roll until it reaches 100%. This PT rate will carry on across standard headhunting banners but not on other banners. Also, the recruitment system is available if you want to try your luck without wasting your orange drums. Just choose the tags and start recruiting. Unlike the headhunting banners, you can get 1 and 2-star operators along with several 3 to 5-star operators from recruitment system. The rest are available from headhunting banners, but you can recruit some 6-star operators as well from the recruitment system. A quick note, apart from both gacha system, you can obtain some operators from either in-game shop or even exclusive shop. Do note that some operators will be unavailable for a moment once the event is over, but you can wait for the event reruns. Operators are divided into 8 classes, and they can be divided further into several subclasses. So do not get confused when you see Steward and Lava who have different traits despite they are casters. The 8 classes of operators along with general traits are as follows. For the Minotaurs, we have Vanguards, which provide extra deployment points or DP, Squads, which have high HP and attack stats but with low defense stats, and they deal physical damage. And of course, Defenders. They have high HP and defense stats and they can block up to 3 enemies. For Ranged Tiles, we have Snipers, which deal physical damage, Casters that deal arc damage, Medics heal allies, and Supporters, which also deals arc damage and also apply debuffs on enemies or buffs on allies as well. Specialists are the only class where an operator can be placed in either ranged or melee tiles, depending on their subclasses. Specialists are called specialists because they are not being classified into any of 7 classes at our formation. Some operators are not sticking to the general traits despite they are being classified as a specific class. For example, Beanstalk is a Vanguard, but she can only be placed on ranged tiles, while Surtur is a guard who deals arc damage. Rate the skills which are associated to the operator, and pick one that you think which is helpful the most. You can also tap or click some underlying words such as charge or stun, and the explanation is given to clarify what are the effects of the skills on enemies and or allies. Each operator has 1 talent, and some operators, especially for all 6-star operators, have 2 talents. Talents provide buffs to either themselves or their allies as well. Some talents will cause more damage to enemies, while some, I call it as a disadvantage towards themselves. Module system is unique to several operators for now, as the module will alter how they perform, from buffing their trait to increasing their damage, and everything in between per described in their respective module. Before you start tackling any stage, you will see the level recommendation within the stage description. The level recommendation tells you that you need operators with at least the level recommendation to be par against enemies. Of course, you are not told that you need at least 5 6-star operators. Most operators, regardless of rarities and maximum stats, are balanced. To level out your operators, all you have to do is to click on the XP par of an operator and train them to your desired level by selecting up to 40 battle records. Operators with different rarities have their own level caps. Most operators can be promoted to Elite 1 and sometimes Elite 2, but the operator level will be reset after each promotion. For 1 and 2-star operators, their level cap is level 30. For 3-star operators, their level cap is level 40 before being promoted to Elite 1, and then their level cap will be at level 55. For 4-star operators, their level cap is level 45 before promotion, level 60 at Elite 1, and level 70 at Elite 2. For 5-star operators, their level cap is level 50 before promotion, level 70 at Elite 1, and level 80 at Elite 2. For 6-star operators, it will be level 50, Elite 1 level 80, and Elite 2 level 90. Promoting an operator requires various resources. While you only need LMDs to promote 3-star operators, a huge number of top tier materials are required to promote 6-star operators. To get everything started, you will play main story stages. Sanity is the stamina in-game, and you need to use a fixed amount of sanity to play and pass the stage, and thus to claim rewards. Currently, there are 3 types of pass ratings, which are 3-star rating, which means you'll pass the stage without any leaks. 2-star rating means you'll pass the stage but with leaks. 4-star rating means you pass the challenge mode, which is unlocked when you obtain 3-star rating from specific stages. If you are not confident to pass the stage, you can try in practice mode, which consumes no sanity but you won't get any rewards in return. If you pass with 3-star rating without any supports, the autoplay option is available for you. Once you complete chapter 0 in main story, you are eligible to play events. The events range from side story, which lasts for 2 or 3 weeks, to story collection event which lasts for a week. In certain cases, the rate of rare tier 3 material drops in event stages are much higher compared to story stages. Meanwhile, contingency contract lands 4 times per year and you must complete chapter 2 to gain access. It's fine to skip contingency contract if you think your squad is not eligible yet to pass race 18. For free-to-play players, annihilation stages are an important source for earning orange drums. You start with 1200 earn limit per week, and you can increase up to 1800 once you beat all annihilation stages. Arknights provide a diverse range of storylines across a variety of operators, from main characters like Amiya, Chen, Kalsin, and Doctor, who frequently appear in main story stages, to sub-operators like Skadi, Mountain, Suzuran, and Makrok in side story event stages. The main story is about you as a doctor of Rose Island who woke up in the middle of war and remember nothing but your name. It's trying to puzzle out your past, while being accompanied by operators like Amiya and Kalsit to fight against the reunion movement. If you're afraid about draining your phone battery while reading the story in-game, why don't you head over to Arknights Wiki pages and continue reading? Just a little spoiler alert. For the main story, the chapter gets longer and longer as the story progresses. Let alone you need some time to digest past side stories like Underties and Operation Origin does. Either way, everything that happened in Arknights is one of the reasons the Arknights community appreciate the game itself. As quoted from GamePress.gg, RIIC is crucial for developing operators and it provides many resources. It is true as several important resources like LMDs and battle records can be produced from RIIC Base, while some rare materials such as polymerization preparation are only available by the workshop in RIIC Base. The RIIC Base can be leveled up as you progress through the main story stages, and you will unlock more perks. For starters, you get to construct a training station at a factory. A factory produces some important resources from gold to battle records, while a training station trades gold for LMDs. As time progresses and you're building up your base slowly, there is a training room for operators to max out their levels of the skills. For more details and advanced tips, the tips provided in game and from YouTube videos will help you. While Orundum and Origin Prime are the main currency for gacha purpose, it is safe to say that you don't need much effort and money to gain both. Original Prime or OP is the premium currency and you can obtain one of them once you 3-star or 4-star a stage for the first time. OP can be used for buying operator skin, refilling sanity, or being converted into Orundum for gacha purpose, with the rate of 180 Orundum per OP. If you want to get a head start, I would recommend for purchasing monthly card as it will cost you about $5 or equivalent, depending on your location. In my country Malaysia, they will cost me about 22 ringgit. A starter pack including an operator and a head hunting ticket will cost you merely $1. In certain huge events, premium packs are being sold at higher prices, range from 10 USD to 60 USD, correct me if I'm wrong. Whatever it is, please think twice before purchasing any packages. We have heard some news where some kids invested a ridiculously large amount of real-life currency to gacha for their favorite characters. So be advised, you don't have to spend anything unless you are dedicated, because this game is basically free-to-play friendly. The gacha system is friendly, the rewards are promising, and there is literally no advantage other than getting more gacha rolls when you start investing into Arknights. There are several online tools available if you need more information about Arknights, from operators detail to RIIC Base and everything in between. For starters, YouTube is one of the greatest sources on the planet, because basically you can just search any team, like for example information about Cheng the Holangde, and the videos related to her will show up in your research results. Bilibili is an alternative to YouTube but in Chinese Mandarin version, and spoilers are always there. I say spoilers because the schedule for global server is a few months behind that of the pioneer Chinese server. Specific website wise, there are 3 websites that I can recommend, which are Airship, GitHub, GamePress, and Arknights Wiki page. I'll put the links right in the video descriptions and you can click for more information. Do check out Twitch as well, because some content creators tend to live stream on their platform and I'm sure they will welcome you with open arms when you interact with them. Speaking on Twitch, am I going to live on Twitch channel? One day. Just one day. Keep an eye on my community posts and only time will tell. Similar to most games, Arknights has dedicated communities, from official Discord group to official Facebook groups. Hell, you can get more tips I didn't mention through other YouTube channels. If you are in certain Arknights Facebook group and tend to ask a newbie question, they are going to answer you. Regicide by the name r/Arknights function pretty much the same. Now, I'm recommending competent creators who are dedicated to make Arknights a better game. If you need low rarity walkthroughs, I recommend Chaos Team and Ecogen. If you need Operator's Guide, Dreaming and 777 Lucky are also recommended. If you are into deep analysis about Arknights, E and Cookie Kaze are great too. For entertainment purpose or keep your passion burning, I recommend Succeed. For spoiler alerts which are mainly from Chinese server, check out 25th Night. Fun gameplays, I recommend Mr. Gacha and Sugu. Yes, I promote it because they are great. They indirectly motivate me to be just another Arknights content creator. I'm not sponsored for that, so yeah. Of course, there are more Arknights content creators than you think. Like and subscribe to support them. Support me too. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, leave a like and comment. I'll see you in the next video. Happy 2nd anniversary to Arknights Global Servers, and thanks for watching.